hope you're excited for summer as I am, because in this tutorial I'll show you how to get these gorgeous summer nails. Hi my loves! Since summer is just around the corner, I filmed a fun and easy summer manicure. I made these beautiful mix and match nails with starfish, seashells and the ocean. Everything that reminds me of happy summer days. And if you're ready to rock these cute summer nails too, then just keep watching. First step of any manicure is applying a base coat. I know I say this every time, but it's really important. On the pinky and the pointer, we're going to make an ocean design. Start off by painting your nail white. Then take a piece of cosmetic sponge, a white polish and two shades of blue polish. I have a turquoise and a baby blue. Apply a stripe of turquoise on the sponge, following with light blue and white. Dab the sponge on the nail and voila! I'm happy with how mine looks, so it's time to clean the mess I've created. Soak a Q-tip in the acetone and clean around the edges for a neat look. The final touch to our ocean design are those white lines created by the sun and waves. You know, the ones that we can see on the bottom of the sea if the water is crystal clear. So take your white striper or just a paintbrush like me and start drawing random wavy lines. You'll get the best effect if you have a small amount of polish on the brush. Now we only need to apply a top coat to bring everything together and protect our ocean masterpiece. I made the same design on my pointer. I think this design alone on all the nails would look so gorgeous. Perfect for hot summer days. You can also use it as an accent when painting all other nails in solid turquoise color. On the middle finger, I will make a seashell design. Start with turquoise nail polish as a base. It's totally up to you what color you want your seashells to be. You can make them white and beige as they normally are, or you can go a bit crazy like me. My seashells are purple and orange. The easiest way to draw them is using a dotting motion with a dotting tool. This way you get that perfect shell shape, which is not smooth but rather wavy. So just make a circle and a short line on one side like this. I decided to use orange polish for some of the seashells because that's the color I will use for starfish on another nail. And I think it's important to use a connecting color which brings all the designs together when making a mix and match manicure. So I just draw a bunch of seashells. You can draw as many as you can fit on your nail. Now the key to make this design super pretty is in drawing tiny stripes using the same color as your background. So I'm drawing about 4 thin lines on each shell. This will create the bumpy and grainy appearance of seashells. To make the design richer and bolder, I'm going to add few larger glitter dots on the empty spaces to represent the pearls. You can use some rhinestones for this if you want, or make dots using a silver or pearly white polish. Finally, apply a layer of top coat to seal everything in place. Oh, I love this design! It makes me want to go on a summer vacation right now! On my ring finger, I'm first applying 2 coats of silver nail polish. Then I go in with a glitter polish to add a bit more dimension. This finger represents sparkly water, but you can also use a gold nail polish for the sand if you prefer. Whatever you choose, finish it off with the top coat and our shiny accent nail is complete. For the thumb, I saved my personally favorite design in this tutorial. It's the starfish design. Apply a turquoise polish for the base. For the starfish, take a corally orange color. Mine actually looks pretty red, but okay. Make a dot for the center of the starfish and 5 dots around the central dot like so. Then just connect each of the 5 dots with the central one and you get the perfect starfish. You can easily do this design just using a toothpick. For an even more realistic look, try making larger dots as you go toward the center dot. Drawing starfish with the dotting motion will also give you the perfect wrinkly shape. For the final touch, add little white dots along each of the starfish 5 arms. I think this one is just so cute, and don't forget that you can make it without dotting tools too. A toothpick would work just fine. Same as with the seashells, I'm placing some chunky glitter dots on the empty spaces. Apply a generous amount of the fast drying top coat to finish off this beautiful design. And here's how these summery designs look together in a gorgeous summer mix and match manicure. Now your fingertips are all ready for summer. Let me know in the comments what nail art tutorials would you like to see next, and I will do my best to film them. I hope you're doing great, and I will see you next time. Bye! Even if you're not used to crazy nails, summer is the perfect time to try them. Be young, wild and free. I hope you'll have an amazing summer. Today we're making 6 gorgeous nail art designs using a straw. Who would have thought that a straw can work as a great nail art tool? Here I will show you 6 adorable and simple designs, so grab some straws and let's begin. Straws are primarily meant for drinking, but today we're gonna use them for something else. No, I'll prove you that you can create many great nail art designs with the help of a straw. I made 5 and a bonus one, so if you're interested how, keep on watching. Nail care comes first, so protect your nails by applying a base coat. Sometimes I even apply 2 layers of base coat to avoid staining, especially when I'm using darker colors. This time 1 layer is enough since I will apply 2 coats of white polish on all the nails. Okay, now on to the fun part. Time to color up these nails. For our first design, we're making gorgeous palm trees in a sunset. You need a sponge to create the sunset effect. Apply a stripe of red, then orange, and lastly yellow polish. I applied more yellow compared to the other 2 colors, as yellow is the lightest and it could easily get overwhelmed by the 2 darker shades. Dab the sponge on the nail to get a lovely gradient. If you don't get the opaque result in the first try, just wait for the polish to dry and then apply another layer with the sponge. Now it's time to take your straw. Make 2 cuts along the straw so that its end splits in 2 pieces. Then cut 1 piece away and you're left with a great nail art tool which will help you create perfect shapes. Dip the end into black polish and make prints on the nail to get palm tree leaves. I'm making 1 bigger and 1 baby palm tree. For this one, just cut away a bit more of the straw circle, leaving about 1/3. Finally, cut the straw so that you only have about 2 mm of the circle left. Dip it in black and make a trunk. If you look at the palm tree trunk closely, you'll see that it's not smooth, and this is exactly the effect that you will get when drawing a line with the straw. Just looking at this design makes me so excited for summer. In the end, apply a layer of the fast-drying top coat to bring the design together and add some shine. I love how warm and beautiful it looks. Makes me want to go to some beautiful tropical island right now. Next, we're making an adorable smiley design. This yellow color pops so much more with the white base under, but you just skip the white if you don't need it. Cut your straw, leaving just a couple of millimeters long edge peeking out. Dip it into the polish and dot 2 little parallel lines next to each other for the eyes. Now I need to give this body a big happy smile. Cut the straw, leaving half of the circle, dip it in the nail polish and make a print below the eyes. And we have a perfect smiley. I will make another happy face below. This design works great as an accent nail, or you can make all your nails smile. Each time you look at your hands, you'll be reminded that there's something to smile about every day. To finish off, apply a generous amount of a fast-drying top coat. I think this design is so cute, yet so quick and easy to make. Another easy nail art you can make using a straw is a circle design. I am first applying 2 layers of green. Same as with the yellow one, this green polish looks so much better on top of the white. See how bright it looks? To make perfect circles with the straw, dip one end into the polish. I find it the best to roll the straw edge in the polish like this. Since my background is bright, I'm making circles in 2 darker colors. It seemed impossible to make perfect circles on the nails before. Using a straw, they're actually very easy and quick to make. If you dip the straw vertically straight in the polish, sometimes a bubble of the polish will form inside the straw and you won't get the perfect circle when you make a print on the nail. So it's better to roll a straw at less than 90-degree angle. This way you get perfect circles, see? When you're happy with the design, apply a top coat to finish off. I love how I can play with different colors of circles and create unique designs every time. Next is a colorful geometric design which kind of reminds me of school. Draw a white red stripe across the upper part of your nail. Then make a parallel green stripe across the bottom part. You can use a nail polish brush like me or a striper if you have it. Inside these colored stripes, draw some X's using a straw. Cut away about 2/3 of the straw circle so you have 1/3 left. Dip your straw in some black polish and then make 2 lines, one on top of another. You can also make more than 2 colorful lines with X's for an even more exciting look. When you're satisfied with your work of art, apply a layer of fast-drying top coat to add some shine and protection. I love how bright this design is, it really pops out because of the contrasting colors. This next design must be my favorite. We're making fluffy pom-poms. Cut the straw so that you have approximately 1/3 of the circle left. Dip it into corally orange polish and start making a cute pom-pom shape. Straw will give you precise lines of the same size that no striper can. So just keep making stripe prints to form a fluffy ball of wool. My next pom-pom is bright green. Don't put too much polish on the straw when you're making prints. If you do, you may get a big blob on the nail instead of a precise stripe. Next is the red and finally a minty green pom-pom in the upper corner. To make the pom-poms look like they're dancing in the air, I'm drawing some small pieces of wool around each pom-pom. So just make a few orange tiny particles around the orange pom-pom, some green ones around the green pom-pom, and so on. In the end, apply a layer of the fast-drying top coat to seal in your masterpiece. This design looks so happy, bright and fluffy, absolutely cute and adorable. And as a gift, I'll show you another very simple and fun straw splatter nail art design. Dip the end of the straw in the polish, place the straw slightly above the nail and then blow through the straw. Blow as many times as you want to get interesting splatters all over the nail. I'm using 3 different colors for a funky result. Remove the tape, apply a top coat and you're done. I use this funky design as an accent on my ring finger, but you can manicure all your nails in this way. Pretty amazing how handy a straw can be in nail art, don't you think? Please tell me in the comments which design is your favorite and I hope you'll give this cool technique a try. Please give this video some love if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome nail art designs. In this video, I'll show you an awesome back-to-school mix and match mani using Sharpies. This nail art is really easy and quick to make, so everyone can pull it off.
Sam, behave yourself! What on earth is that on your nails? Don't you know that nail art's not allowed in this school?
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Smith. I was just so excited for school. It's a back-to-school nail art.
Show it to me. Can you show me how to do it?
Sure.
Let's do it now.
Of course, Mrs. Smith. Hey loves, I'm back with another nail art tutorial and it's a really special one because this is just the best nail art life hack ever. Even if you're a beginner, you'll easily make it, I promise. So I'm gonna show you a stunning back-to-school mani using Sharpies or any other kind of permanent markers. This one is honestly done in 5 minutes and it looks so beautiful and professional, you really have to try it. Okay, go grab your Sharpies and let's get started.
Before we start playing with nail polish and Sharpies, we have to protect our nails with a layer of base coat. This will keep the nails healthy and it also helps against chipping, so our manicure will last longer. Now we have to paint all of our nails with white polish. White base works best if you're using bright colored Sharpies like I do. However, if you'll be using silver or gold metallic permanent markers, you can totally switch white base with a darker one, because black nails look fantastic with metallic accents. Our nails are now all white and ready to be decorated. I'm using blue, green and pink permanent markers for my back-to-school nail art. First I'm gonna draw a colorful stripes design. Starting with pink, I'm drawing a thin line along the center of the nail. Here I'm adding some more blue and green stripes. I really like how you get these imperfect lines with markers, kind of look like doodles, which is even more perfect for a back-to-school nail art. Here comes the last pink stripe and we're all done with our first nail. On my ring finger, I'm gonna draw a bunch of colorful letters. Starting with pink, I put down an I, C and F. Then going in with blue, here comes an H, S and T. An awesome back-to-school color combination would also be dark green for the base and then white permanent marker for the design. It would look like chalk doodles on a chalkboard in classroom. Here we go! My letter nail design is all done, looking awesome! On my pinky, I'm making an easy and cute polka dot design. First I'm drawing a line of dots along my nail and I like to alternate between my 3 marker colors while doing that. Continue drawing more dots on both sides until you have your whole nail decorated with bright dots. This design would totally go great with some birthday mix and match nails, because it looks like confetti in the air. A very easy and lovely design. On my pointer, I decided to draw a pretty triangle design. You can also switch it with hearts, for example, but triangles are a bit easier to make because they consist of 3 straight lines. I like to make some half triangles on the edges of my nail because this way the design looks more full. This is actually my first time trying the Sharpie nail art and honestly I'm so positively surprised by the result. I love how you can make the designs in seconds and they always turn out so neat and perfect. I can really make designs that I could never pull off with a nail polish. See how awesome the nails look already? And we aren't even finished yet. Now we're gonna write a bunch of numbers all over the thumb. Even if you're not going to school this year, I think this many is just so perfect for every day. But of course you can switch the numbers and letters with some other design, like flowers, a chevron pattern, horizontal stripes, and so on. The possibilities are endless. I'm just gonna squeeze a little number 1 in this corner and I'm all done. I am obsessed with how quick, easy and amazing this mix and match nail art is. But it will look even better once we apply a top coat. Because a top coat brings everything together and it seems like we used the nail polish. In a way, this also reminds me of nail stickers. Maybe because they just look too good to be real, what do you think? Anyway, I love this Sharpie mani and I can't wait to try more designs on my nails.
And this is my cool Sharpie nail art, perfect for the new school year. I hope you'll try it out, and if you do so, please send me photos on my Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Also let me know in the comments which videos you'd like to see next on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, I love you guys and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!
A Sharpie nail art is definitely something I will do again in the future. It is so practical, especially when you're in a hurry but still want your nails to look awesome. Really a superb nail art life hack.